So I wanted to make this Google Business Profile Posts tutorial to help teach you the basics of creating and posting on your creating posts and posting them on your Google Business Profile, which we can see there's a post down here on this listing, and I'm going to show you how we would go through and create that and publish it on a Google Business Profile. So let's go through a couple of basics to start out with. Why does this even matter? Like, why would you even take the time out of your day to post on your Google Business Profile? Well, mainly to improve your rankings. So your local SEO is in part determined by, it's determined by a whole slew of different factors. But one thing that Google is really focused on is providing people with up-to-date, important information that they want, and to do so in a timely, easy manner, right? So if you just create your business profile and then you never publish anything or update it or anything like that, Google's going to feel like you might have out of date content on here. It might not be the most relevant for people to be seeing, right? However, if you're constantly keeping everything up to date, you're posting about what's going on with your business all the time, it helps people understand, like, hey, this business is still active. I see that they just posted 2 days ago about some event that they have going on. Let's go check that out, right? Something of that nature. So really, to improve the engagement with your listing, show Google that you're staying active, which ultimately helps boost your SEO, your search engine optimization, and allows you to rank higher in the organic search results, which really just drives more clicks and calls and bookings and all of that good stuff. So in a nutshell, it is going to help drive more business to your listing. And in pretty much every single post that we create, we're going to have a couple of important key items. For one, we'd like to have an image. You know, the old cliche, an image speaks 1,000 words. Like, you look at this post and you can just see a lawnmower. And you can already see the first sentence showing up here. Spring's right around the corner, longer days. So it's like, hey, it's time to get your lawn mowed. It's springtime. You can just tell right from that image. And so there's specific details about the size of the image, what we want to use, that type of thing, right? We also want to have a clear call to action, really just soliciting an action from people. Call us, click to learn more, visit our website, things of that nature. We want to keep the post itself and the description, everything pretty short and succinct and to the point. And we want to have a strong first sentence, like I was just showing you. This first sentence shows up here before we click on this post to view it. And so whatever we say in this first little bit of text here is what people are going to see right off the hop. We also want to pepper in some keywords, but do so very naturally. We don't necessarily want to just stuff in a whole bunch of keywords. And then, of course, we want to link off to our website, or put our phone number in there, or have some way for people to reach out to us. In terms of how we post, how frequently we post, usually 1 to 3 times per week is a good starting point. We found that doing less than 1 post per week, it just tends to not really push the needle at all. You don't see all that much benefit from it. So I would say minimum once a week. For some clients, we post once a day, so it really just depends on how aggressive you want to get with this sort of thing. And then I would recommend rotating, so you don't want to just do the same post every day or every week or whatever, but switch it up a little bit. Like, what's new, like news about the business, different custom offers or promotions you're running, different events, different products that you might have added. Just kind of cycle through. I love to do testimonials as well. So if you have like a Google review from a happy customer, you can feature that in a post. So that, and as long as you're getting new reviews all the time, you can just always be adding one of those, like every week or every other week or whatever. And you can use your content from social media, but just make sure it's tailored for your Google Business Profile. So if you're already creating news and putting all this stuff out on social media, you can just reformat it and think of this as another social media channel to post on. A couple of quick SEO tips. When we're creating the post itself, we want to try to pepper in our service or product along with the location that we serve. So like dog grooming in Denver, or lawn care in Spokane, or whatever the situation is here. We want to keep it consistent. Again, Google really favors profiles that are staying active, so it's better to post once a week, consistently every week, forever, as opposed to 30 times one month and then don't post it all the next month and then 30 times the month after. Going back and forth is not going to benefit you. It's better to just pick a consistent, hey, once a week we're going to post, every Monday we're going to post, and just keep on that for as long as you can maintain it, basically. And then definitely, track your performance with the UTM links and stuff. You can see how much traffic you're actually getting from these posts and whatnot. Now, in terms of creating the post itself, it's pretty straightforward. We've created one here that we're going to post together, so you can see this as an example. We were talking earlier about making sure that the very first sentence is a heavy hitter. So keep your lawn looking sharp this summer. If that's the only thing people see in the preview of this post, it's going to resonate with them. So that, again, making that first sentence strong, we want to have an image. This is 12,000 by 900 pixels. You can use different formats. You can use square images. You can use rectangular images. Just play around with it and see what you find works best for your situation. And you can just use just regular images. You don't necessarily have to put text in the images or anything like that. While it can be helpful to do that, you could put call today and have your phone number in here. And that way people just, before they even click on it, the post, they can see your phone number and call you. So that can definitely be beneficial. But it's not necessarily required, right? You can just have a picture of you providing your service or a picture of your product and then a description below. And so, keep your lawn looking sharp this summer. Tired of growing grass and uneven cuts. Tired of overgrown grass and uneven cuts. Our professional lawn mowing services in Spokane keep your yard looking clean, healthy, and perfectly trimmed all season long. So again, we're calling out the service, lawn mowing service, and the location, Spokane, Washington. That's going to help us from an SEO standpoint. Then it goes on to say that we offer reliable weekly or bi-weekly mowing, edge trimming, and cleanup to give your lawn a polished look without the hassle. Book your first mow today and enjoy $10 off your first service. So that's kind of an offer that we're providing people. And then we have the call to action, call now, or visit our website to schedule. And then just dropping in again, serving Spokane, Washington, and surrounding areas. Just so people know that we do serve the area that they live in. Now, to actually publish this post is pretty straightforward. So we're going to pull up our business profile. There's actually a panel right here where it's saying, do you want to add a post? So we can just click right here and add in the post from there. We can also scroll up to the very top, and there is going to be a... Oh, why am I not seeing it now? Add update. It doesn't necessarily say that it's a post, but this is what I was talking about before, where you can add in updates and news or offers or events. So it allows for different types of posts. This is just going to be an update, essentially. So we can choose that as our posting option. And then it wants us to pull an image in. So I already have that image right here, so we can drag and drop that image into here. And then it's going to ask us for the text of the post itself. And so I'm just going to copy that and paste it in here. Not all of the formatting will pull through. You can see it got rid of the bolding. So and even deleted some of the paragraphs. I'm actually just going to separate this out a little bit here. So now we have the post description and the post image. Of course, we can delete this, crop it, change it, do whatever we need to do if needed. We can make edits to this as needed. And then we want to choose our call to action. So call now is one that works great. There's not actually a phone number associated with this listing right now, so it's not giving us that option. Or you can use book now and then link off to wherever people can book. I highly recommend utilizing one of these, whichever one you go with. In this case, is just an example, so I'm not actually going to add in a button, but it is, again, pretty straightforward. You just add the URL of like your booking page or your ordering page or your sign up page, or you can even just send people to the home page from the Learn More button. But just to keep things straightforward, even if you don't have a website or a phone number, you can still technically post. I don't know how beneficial a business profile is going to be if you don't have any contact information, but technically people can message you through the platform. So let's just say this is the most basic post we're going to create here. We'll just click post, click done, and it's going to say that this post is pending. It can take a little bit of time, but assuming everything is correct, it is going to just go ahead and post that on here. Now we can see there's 2 posts. It may take it a minute or two for you to, for the post to actually get approved and show up in here and everything, but once it has been posted, you should be able to see it in here and start growing your collection of posts. So I hope you did find this helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about in terms of Google Business Profile posts or anything of that nature, don't hesitate to reach out. Just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and we'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with SEO anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below. And we do provide SEO for different businesses in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and we'll look forward to working with you.